Conflict is in our blood. Deep down, everyone has a desire for it.
¿Puedo ayudarte en algo? ¿Necesitas alguna cosa más?
Those eyes.
Enough of that.
Ask how things went.
Never mind that. 𝐀𝐬𝐿, I need to hear the rest of the recordings. All of them.
Ashe, are you sure that's wise? It might only cause you more pain.
I've already gone
Back
through
on
the gates of
Rothkrieg,
oblivion.
not many people
What
know
more can be done
literacy.
to me?
That's because life is hard there, even without it, I suppose. What are we doing here so late? Are we gonna eat something? I'm hungry already.
Until next time. Very well, but be warned. What you hear might be difficult to accept.
Media, the 10th, 4E192. I didn't foresee this. She was so healthy, so full of life. And now...
Greetings. From the edge of oblivion, it seems. Perhaps Akadosh is punishing us, Arya, for tampering with forces beyond our comprehension. While we were searching for corundum in Black Creature, I touched a strange, glowing flower. Perhaps its spores infected me.
Rebecca, you need to rest. Please.
Rest? What's the point? There's no cure, no escape from this.
Watch what you're doing.
Don't you see, Hario? It's our fault. This obsession with unlocking forbidden knowledge, with achieving fame and power, it's consumed us, twisted our dreams into nightmares. Remember our walks in the garden, Hario? The simple joy of sunlight on our faces, the scent of blooming flowers, the dreams we shared of a family. A life filled with love. Not machines and experiments.
We talked to the priest. You were infertile.
We could have adopted Aryo. We could have built a family, even without children of our own. But we were so consumed by our research, so blinded by our ambition. Look at Medius, Aryo. He walked the same path, sought the same power, and it destroyed him. Don't let it destroy us too. It's not too late to stop this madness, to reclaim the life we once had, the life we dreamed of.
Please, rest. We won't have that life if you're not around to enjoy it with me. Sunside, the 5th, 4E192. We've tried everything. Normally, blood rot is curable, but for some reason, this strain isn't. No one knows how to cure it. My dear friend 𝐂𝐤𝐿 cautioned me against this. Even Becca herself. But I have to try it. I can transfer her soul to UC, preserve her essence, and then she won't ever get sick again. Who is it? Oh. It's you.
My friend, you have to stop. Just
Hey.
let Rebecca pass into the dream sleeve. Maybe you'll meet her in another life.
Get out. Get out. I have to. I have to try it. I cannot lose her. Last seed, the first. 4E195. The experiment failed. I might as well soul trap part of my own soul. If I cannot have Rebecca, I might as well have a daughter still. And a testament to my legacy. I don't know what to try or think anymore. If I die, then I die. There'd be nothing to live for anyway. At long last, triumph. The soul gem reactor springs to life, ignited by a shard of my very essence. Though Rebecca cannot be restored to her former self, I have the power to create anew, to bring forth a child of my own design. Audio entry, Hearthfire the 2nd, 4E195. I have christened her Ashe, for the ashen strands that mark her as unique. I've imparted to her a purpose, to live and experience. Though I wonder if she grasps the weight of these words. As I observe her, a father's pride swells within me, tinged with a whisper of regret for what might have been. I must find Rebecca's maintenance notes, essential for Ashe's well-being. Perhaps Knas remembers them. He was always attentive to detail. Last entry. Frostfall the First, 4E195. I've seen signs that my rival, Medius Attius, looks to plot against me. I told him about Ashe, and for whatever reason, he seems to not be happy about it, and harbor resentment, jealousy for my work and my wife. He has always dabbled in dealings with the Daedra, which is likely how he came to possess the Time Magic Wielder's notes. I see the end is inevitable. My efforts to enlist the help of the city guard were fruitless. The authorities in the Rift are only interested in helping themselves. Knas, while a powerful mage, cannot help me. Ashe is capable, but despite her pre-programmed sword proficiency, she wouldn't be strong enough as it is now to handle the assassins Medius might send. I need to send her away. In the meanwhile, I will include the recordings of this scrying device in her MID, her memory imprint device. Whenever she comes across these notes, I want her to know that I love her. Ashe, if you're listening, you are the product of hugely complicated processes. You were intended as the prototype of a cumulative automaton series, but truly were birthed as I gave a fragment of my own soul after grieving Rebecca. I've realized that my days of technological development are over. I did not plan to make new inventions. I just intended to live in solitude with you, my daughter. Perhaps teach you how to grow up, find love. I don't know. But considering I can't do that, I've scripted in a Hearthfire protocol. Ideally, finding love should come naturally, but in case you ever have difficulty, this should help you skip a few steps. Ashe, you are the closest to mortal that automatons can get. Besides needing maintenance occasionally and sustaining yourself mainly with magicka, but not food. But you do have taste receptors. You have vision, hearing. You can experience the world as mortals do. You are powered by a soul. A fragment of my soul. So do not ever doubt your humanity. So go. Live and experience. If you ever lose your way, look to your friends. You'll probably have a life after I'm gone, so look to your memories about the choices you've made, the people you've met. They will tell you who you are. I love you.
I don't know what to think. Ario, Rebecca, am I more them or myself? A tool for labor, a failed attempt to save her, then me. Born from his grief, his desire. Knas, why did you not tell me all this time? Did you know about the scrying log?
No, I didn't. But I had a feeling about what would be inside them. I knew of the general events. I had suspicions. They were just confirmed.
So you still knew? Why?
Ario entrusted you into my care. Me, a scholar still growing my whiskers with a mind made only for theorems and tomes. I thought the best path was to spare you as much anguish as I could. point you in more productive directions than the past. Let you find your own way, without the specters of your parents haunting your every step. I see now that my hypothesis was flawed from its inception.
You can't be serious. Flawed? My parents have haunted me ever since I found my father in a pool of his own blood 6 years ago. And you thought it best to keep me in the dark? These are my origins, my very existence we're talking about. Protect me by withholding the truth. I deserve to know.
Ash, you were grieving, lost and alone. I feared that revealing everything at once
I'd rather
would
fight for my life than live it.
shatter the foundation of your identity.
Forget it. I don't know what to think anymore. Ario, Rebecca, their love, their loss. It created me. But for what purpose? A tool for labor? A failed attempt to save her, then me. Born from his grief, his desperate desire. My mind, my psyche, it feels fractured, like crumbling ash. Am I just a reflection of their pain, their dreams? Or am I something more? Someone real? Love. Yes, I felt it. When I first awoke, his warmth, his pride, they were real to me. He sent me away to protect me, knowing his own fate. But was it love for me, or for the echo of Rebecca he saw in me? Perhaps the answers I seek aren't about who I was made to be, but who I have become. The choices I've made, the paths I've walked, they've shaped me. There are places I need to revisit, people I need to see. Not to find answers about my creation, but to understand the person I am. The person I choose to be.
The truth can be a difficult thing to face, but it can also set you free. Let her find her own path. That's all Ario ever wanted. No. Souls just don't simply vanish. Whatever material is not stored eventually ends up in Aetherius. However, I do hypothesize. Like Ario's, a bit of it did enter inside Ashe. Yes, Ario's attempt to fully transplant the soul in Ashe failed. But it is possible the soul did not entirely get discarded. That would mean Ashe's soul would be a fusion between both Rebecca's and Ario's. A true daughter of sorts. Until next time.
What is it? I need to address several loose ends from my past. Choices I made, people I affected. I need to understand the consequences of my actions. There was a village attacked by a werewolf. I made a difficult choice that resulted in a man's death. I need to know if it was the right one. There was the assassin. If he were alive, I would seek to make amends. But that won't be possible. Because of me. And then there's Windhelm. I acquired my greatsword from another adventurer there, under less than honorable circumstances. The choice is yours. Thank you. I need to see what became of his family, if they found peace.